Well, good morning. We're back on another Munro adventure this morning, and today you find us in Glen Lyon. Well, good morning, welcome back to the channel. As I said in the intro there, we are in Glen Lyon, and today we're taking on the Glen Lyon Horseshoe. Now, is this a sensible idea? Possibly not. Today is forecast to be the hottest day of the summer, or the year so far, and we've chosen to come up and tag off 4 Munros. And as you can see, I'm already sweating, and it's only 9 o'clock. We don't doubt this is going to be a hot one today. I've got 4.5 litres of fluid in my bag. We may have to top up in streams as well. But yeah, this is going to be a good one. So join us as we head round the Glen Lyon Horseshoe. As we have just dunked my hat in the stream there, that little bridge as you come across is one at a time. Rather bouncy number. So thanks to the young lady we've just met who was up at 4 o'clock this morning getting round here, but says 6 o'clock in the morning. Still boiling up on the summits, so yeah, she's definitely had the right idea. But yeah, that was nice. A nice feeling having the cool fresh water on the back of my neck and the top of my head. Right, let's make a wee bit more progress up the hill and I'll speak to you in a bit. So just ahead of us there you're seeing Càrn Gorm. Now today in the Horseshoe, because it's so clear, you're seeing all the summits. There's the next one in the middle of the screen. And then next one over there, and then the last one over here. So in behind me here you'll see Glen Lyon that we drove along this morning. Now Glen Lyon it's a fully enclosed glen and is Scotland's longest at 34 miles. Now if you're coming here to do the Glen Lyon Horseshoe, the parking has always been kind of limited here. There used to be a car park that could fit 6 cars, and because of the popularity of this day's walking where you can bag 4 Munros in one go, you need to be up early to get the parking spots. The new parking spot is about 1 kilometre out of Invervar and fits a few more cars, but you've got a 1 kilometre walk to get to the start of the trail. So yeah, it's a beautiful day. We could see all the tops, and I don't mind telling you, the heat is kind of getting to both of us today. So we're going to stop for a quick something to eat and something to drink before making our way up the next bit. We're sitting at about 600 metres at the minute, or just beyond. So yeah, it's going to be another spectacular day in the hills. So that's us. We're at the 900 metre mark, and we've got the last 100 metres to pull up onto the top of Càrn Gorm. During August and September, this is a mountain that, can I be honest, Ryan and I have often looked at that time of year. Walk Highlands has stopped posting stuff from the land management roundabout here because they're really unhelpful. They really just don't want hill walkers up on these 4 mountains while they've got paying clients up here shooting the deer. So yeah, even though you've got right to roam, you know, they're really unfriendly. They make things really difficult up here during August and September. So yeah, we've hit it at the right time, just in the middle of July. Getting up and getting them off before we're having to deal with the grumpy deer stalkers. But yeah, not far to go. We'll be up on the summit of our first Munro for the day. Don't mind telling you, the heat is well and truly taking it out of us today. So this pace is not as quick as Ryan and I would normally travel. It's probably because we're carrying 4 litres of water on our back as well. But yeah, taking it slow and steady. Today's not a race. Right, we'll see you up on the summit. So, you'll have had some drone footage from the top of that last Munro, which is Càrn Gorm. I did do a little bit to camera, but didn't have the microphone switched on. Technical issues, the things you have to do when you're vlogging in the mountains. So yeah, that was Càrn Gorm, first Munro of the day, and my 59th of 282 done. We're just heading down to the Bealach between here and our next Munro, and I have to say we're kind of out of the breeze ever so slightly now, and I am very glad for the sun hoodie. Now this is something you'll have seen me wear in quite a few of the videos. It's got a UV protection factor about it. This one's by Black Diamond, but there are lots of other brands who are doing them, and it's not something you would think you would need when you're out in Scotland, but I have to say it is so good for keeping the sun off your face, off your neck, and today's temperatures, certainly down at ground level, are to be reaching 29 degrees. We've to be around about 21 today on the summit tops, so still warm enough, and I have to say the sun hoodie is definitely doing its job. I was saying up at the top there that if you're coming up anytime soon, the wasps seem to have taken over the summit cairn, so we tapped it off quickly. I've not been stung yet in my nearly 51 years on the planet, so I was keen to avoid antagonising them, and we got down to where the trig point has been toppled over, and that had a fair few wasps on it as well, so we haven't stopped long, and we're now making our way down to the Bealach between Càrn Gorm and Meall Garbh. So yeah, we shouldn't take too long to get there. There's been a lot of solo female hikers who have gone off ahead of us. We were chatting to each one of them as they came past, but they're obviously travelling a lot faster than us, and they're already, we can see ahead of us on the summit of the next Munro. So yeah, it shouldn't take us too long to get over there. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward wee walk for a set of Munros as a group of 4. Yeah, it's not overly technical. It's grassy paths most of the way. No scrambling or anything like that to be done. It's just a big old long walk. So yeah. Right, onwards to the next Munro. Well, that's us. We've gotten down to the bottom of the Bealach between Càrn Gorm and Meall Garbh. And we're just stopping for a wee break here. At this point, there are old fence posts that kind of guide you and lead you up onto the summit of this next Munro, and from what I remember from watching other people's YouTube channels, the summit of this one is covered in a pile of old fence posts. So yeah, it should be quite unmistakable when we get to the summit of this one. But yeah, in poor weather, these would certainly help aid your navigation up onto the summit of our second Munro of the day, Meall Garbh. So as you get up to the summit of the second Munro of the day, if you're doing this in a clockwise direction, you've got this kind of rocky scrambly bit to make your way over. I've got these guys very impressively carrying 23 kilogram electric mountain bikes up onto the summit, and they're still moving faster than us. But yes, the summit is coming into sight, and that'll tap off. This is going to be my 60th Munro, so that's another round number. Oh, yeah, it feels like forever to get to this stage, but never mind. It's one mountain at a time. As I've said to the kids I teach, how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is one bite at a time. You're never going to do it in one go. So, yep, we're nearly there. And then I think we're going to stop for a well-earned lunch because my stomach is rumbling here. We've got a nice breeze as well. Oh. So this is the summit of Meall Garbh, which stands at 968 metres tall. And this is my 60th and our second Munro of the day. It's time to get lunch. It's about 1 o'clock. It has taken us a bit longer to get round, and again, I'm not going to hang about next to this cairn because it's absolutely swarming with wasps. So I'm going to head across, get on the rock beside Ryan and get my lunch before making our way onto Munro number 3 for the day. Right, lunch. So up at the summit of Meall Garbh, you've got amazing views. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the camera, but that is straight down, right in the centre of the picture there. You've got Creag Mhòr. You've got that U-shaped valley between Buchel and Benacrulister, which is one of my favourite places to camp. And we're getting amazing views down along Loch Rannoch and over towards Ben Nevis. In the distance there you can actually see Càrn Mairg as well, and the curve of the CMD arete, which is pretty cool. And then curving round, right behind where Ryan is there, you've got Schiehallion. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of the mountains that we've climbed. Now, we haven't done Creag Mhòr yet. That's one on our list. But yeah, this is a stunning place to, especially on a day like this, to have a look. All the mountains you're either going to do or will have done if you're joining us on your Munro bagging journey. So we took about 40 minutes to get from Càrn Gorm over to here. We're looking at the next one. I reckon it's about another 20 minutes further on, so another hour to get to the top of Munro number 3 for the day, and then probably a similar amount of time to get to our final Munro. But yeah, what a cracking day to be up in the mountains. I am not complaining at all, because I know it's a lot cooler here than it is down at ground level at the minute. Right, time to slap some factor 50 on the back of my legs, and then we're going to get cracking on to Munro number 3. puts me on the top of Munro number 3 for the day. This is Càrn Mairg, and it sits at 1,041 metres and has taken us probably about an hour, just over, to get between that last Munro and this one along a nice plateau walk along the top here. We're going to take a wee walk along to there's a bit of a rocky outcrop just at the end of this mountaintop that, you know, we'll go and let you see the views off the top of that. But yeah, that's 3 done, and that's me now on 61 of 282, and this is Ryan's. Congratulations, Ryan. This is Ryan's 60th of his 282 Munros. And we can see over to the very last one. This one, incidentally, is the highest of the 4 that we're doing today. Say at 1,041 if you take the OS maps. If you believe Walk Highlands, 1,042. We're not going to argue over a metre. Right, let's take you across and let you see some views off of this little rocky bit facing out towards Glen Lyon. So just worth noting, as you come off the back of Càrn Mairg, it is very bouldery and very steep, so, you know, take a wee bit of care coming down off the back of that. Other than that, this has been an absolute scoosh of a walk today, and we're now back onto the rolling grassy hills. But yeah, as you can see from behind me, it gets kind of rough, steep and bouldery on this section of the walk. Careful navigation, because you don't want to come down off of that. So as you come down, kind of stick to the left and you'll be able to pick your way down this wee grassy, rocky bit here. Right, I have spent too much time flying the drone and waffling onto camera, so we do need to charge on, because Walk Highlands said that this took between, I think it was 7.5 and 8 hours. We are already at 8 hours and we're not even onto the last Munro. Now I'm going to put that down to a little bit of heat. I've still got tired legs from being up in Càrn Gorm, and Ryan's only done 2 Munros this year so far, so you know, you lose a bit of mountain fitness when you're not out all the time, and if you're out too much, your legs get tired. So yeah. Right, time to charge on, and I'll speak to you again a bit further up. Our last Munro for the day. Well, that's us nearly reaching the summit of our last Munro of the day, which is Creag Mhòr, which stands at 981. And I have to say, I'm quite glad it's all going to be downhill from here. It's been an amazing day in the mountains, and it's one I would definitely, if you get a nice day, get up here and bag off these 4 Munros if you haven't already done them. It's a fabulous day in the mountains. Maybe don't pick a weekend where it's going to be 30 degrees Celsius at ground level, because we have had to carry a fair bit of extra water today. And yeah, I'm going to drink another bottle of it when we get to the top of this, and then we're going to stop and get some more fluids into us and cull in on the way home. But yeah, here we go, the last Munro of the day. So there we go, that is the final Munro for the day, Creag Mhòr, which stands at 981 metres and tops off the Glen Lyon Horseshoe for the day. Well, that's us. We've headed down off the top of Creag Mhòr, and yes, there was a lady on the top who was bagging off her 100th Munro, so what an achievement that is. It was good to be able to be up there to see that happening. The heat had almost driven them off the mountain on the first one, and I'm sure she's glad now that she continued on, bagged off those other 3, and is now on 100. I'm looking forward to that myself. So that's me now on 62 of 280 Munros. That's Ryan, he's on 61, so only one behind. He's still got Mhòr to do, which I did on Tuesday. And yeah, it's been another fabulous day in the mountains. If you're new to the channel, I'm G, I'm Red Man Walking. Consider giving the channel a like and subscribe. I'm posting a lot more regularly now, certainly being on holiday helps. So yeah, there's more videos coming up soon. Probably a lot of them Munro bagging, because I'm trying to get to that elusive 82, leaving me just 200 to do, just 200. Anyway, from just off the summit of Creag Mhòr, I've been G from Red Man Walking, and all that remains for me to say is go and create your own adventures, and we'll see you on the next one.